welcome back. Jerry is at the movies. So, I think some of the good old days is back, man. For movies, man. Like, I think, so do you feel like the new stuff is good, or they have to go a little bit back ways to the past to get that essence, that essence of movies, that essence of what it feels like? So, nostalgia, for anybody that doesn't understand the word, nostalgia is a bittersweet sentimental longing for the past that acts as a psychological resource to boost mood, self-esteem, and social connectedness. So, this Michael movie, blew the doors open for that. I don't know how old everybody is. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be 52 this year. I know I might not look it, but you know what I mean? I'm gonna be 52 this year. We have been kind of, longing for something that reminds us of, that time when it was innocence for us. This Michael Jackson movie has blown the doors open for that type of feeling. It just feels like the 80s all over again. You know what I mean? Like, this is what we felt like to see the little kids dancing and moonwalking and wearing Thriller jackets and wearing the glitter glove. It is like, wow, it just feels great in terms of movies. You know what I'm saying? Like, because let me tell you something about the 80s. You know what I mean? The people that were born in the year 2000, you know what I mean? Born in like the late 90s into 2000. The 80s was a pivotal moment in world history. I'm just gonna be brutally honest. You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to act like, our generation was better than yours. But the innovation and there was just no decade like it. It was like no decade like the 80s. Michael Jackson just came in on a specific time, pivotal time, when everything was new and fresh. And here come hip hop, and here come wrestling, and here comes TV shows, and here comes movies. Movies was like astronomically insane in the 80s. So this Michael Jackson movie is bringing a little bit of that back, and it just seems great. It just feels great. It does. But we're not stopping there. We're not stopping there. Super Mario, gotta give it its credit. Give credit where credit is due. Credit with Super Mario. Listen, everybody knows Super Mario, Nintendo. The Super Mario craze was big. When you was able to get video games into your house, and that's not like it started with Nintendo. It just elevated with Nintendo, because we had Atari, and we had, Commodore 64, ColecoVision. You know what I'm saying? ColecoVision was ahead of its time. You know what I mean? But not like Nintendo, man. Nintendo was like everybody. It was a must-have in the house. Was a Nintendo, and Super Mario Brothers kicked the door in. So for it to be the year 2026, and we're still celebrating that character, says a lot about that type of nostalgia that type of awesomeness when it comes to film and when it comes to movies, when it comes to culture, even American culture. Super Mario was that character. You know what I mean? So the Michael movie, Super Mario, we back to the Star Wars universe. That's late 70s, early 80s. Again, now we're back to the Star Wars universe. Mandalorian and Grogu, that's coming out. That's nostalgia, you know what I mean? Nostalgia, insane nostalgia. Can't wait. Going, probably go to the IMAX to see it on the big screen. So I think nostalgia is kind of the theme, you know what I mean? Don't know how good the movie's gonna be, but nostalgia seems to be the theme. You know what I'm saying? The 80s, I just love the 80s because 80s, you know, I was born in 74. 84, I'm 10 years old. And I'm telling you, I was between the cartoons and Michael and Nintendo and, you know what I'm saying? I was just, you know, kid in a candy store, man. To be honest, you know what I'm saying? It was just great to be a child in the 80s. You know what I mean? I can't act like I didn't have a good childhood. I had a wonderful childhood because of you guys, because of Michael, because of the people from that time. Anyway, you know what I mean? I'm not saying that this time period ain't great, but I see why they're bringing that stuff back, because you gotta, you know what I mean? You gotta bring back some liveness. Street Fighter. Now, Street Fighter's coming out. That's another thing about and I think it's gotta be the 80s nostalgia moment. Another nostalgia moment. Street Fighter 87. Got it. Like I said, another nostalgia moment. Street Fighter be out soon. We're gonna see what it's all about. I think it comes out in October. I think it's in October, so it's not soon. The other things coming out, I'm about to talk about it. But Street Fighter's coming out August 87. Yo, Street Fighter was huge because prior to that, there was a Street Fighter game that dropped. And it was okay, and we played it in the arcade, and it was fine. But when Street Fighter came out, it was huge. They were lined up having tournaments in the barbershops and video renting stores. You know what I'm saying? Wherever you could catch this game at, and when you could play it at home, it was all over. So yeah, Mortal Kombat, the game. Okay, the game came out in 92, so that's late. That's early 90s, late 80s, early 90s. Still nostalgic. Still, that movie's coming out soon. We gonna be locked in because, like I said, nostalgia just seems to be the theme of the year. There's other things coming out, Dune and things like that. So I'm ready, man. I'm ready for this nostalgia stuff, man. Let's bring it all back. Bring it all back, man, because it's just good for me. It's just good for me because I'm an older dude. You know what I mean? We don't want these ideas to die out. I know y'all tired of Michael. I know y'all tired of Michael Jackson. Some people are not Michael Jackson fans. But y'all don't know how important that man was. Whether you believe in whatever allegations or whatever it is. But that's the theme of the year is nostalgia. Do you love nostalgia? Or do you think that we just need some new ideas? What do you think? I just firmly love. Look, as long as you do it right, if you do it correctly, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care as long as you do it correctly. And that's all the time we have for today. Tune in for another episode of Jerry is at the Movies. And you know my slogan. So what are you watching?